Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Farming Simulator 2025. So, as you can see, we are now 100% in full swing farming mode. We are 100% in combining situation. We did make what, $64,000 in the last episode just with the wood chips. So we're going to be keeping on hanging on with that. We did rent this here harvester. It has like 14,000 liters of storage or something like that. So right now we're harvesting sorghum, which I've been told that you don't have to replant. It just grows back. I don't know if that's true or not, so we'll just see. But as of right now, everything is looking okay. Took a lot of money to get here, but it's alright. We have to do this all by my lonesome, which actually kind of sucks. Because for whatever reason, my workers don't want to help out here and do this field. So I'm going to have to do some... Oh, hello. I'm going to have to do some engineering and some painting and stuff like that just to make it right. And we'll see what happens. But as of right now, I don't even know how much sorghum is even worth. I don't know if I can use it anywhere, or basically anything. So, sorghum. It's worth more in the winter time in January, but only 900. So far, hopefully we get quite a bit. So that was 14 off of 2 full swipes. That's what we call them. So 2 full swipes, we got 14,000 liters, roughly. I think I can handle that. So it's going to take probably, I don't know, 8 back and forths, 8 swipes. You know, that's what me and my brother call it. So should get a decent amount of money out of it, especially if I don't have to, you know, replant and stuff like that. It's going to be great. I don't know, like I said, I don't know if that's actually a thing or not, but I guess we'll find out. Let's get on a half-ass straight line here. That looks pretty good. Let's look at the map and just see if it's like, okay, so it's plowed, harvested. Okay, so I guess we'll just, is it grass and just grows back? I don't know. So, here, let's see. How does sorghum... I'm going to look it up. How does sorghum work? Of course, we're going to chat GBT it. How does sorghum work in Farm Sim 25? Let's see if you spell it right. Sorghum. Okay. Planting sorghum, unlike, okay, requires a planter, not a seeder, won't work, okay, that's fine. Using a grain header, not a swather, okay. Okay, can feed chickens, pigs, horses, copy. So we'll just use this as chicken food. That's what we're going to do, because that's going to be a lot easier than buying other things. Okay, grain mill. Interesting. Cutting the top of the plant. It's not possible. Okay. Okay. Well, here. Does sorghum need to be replanted, or does it grow back? Because I was told it grows back, but we'll see. The plant is gone. Well, shoot. That sucks. Okay, well, I was lied to. Or maybe I just thought of that because it was in my head somehow, but either way, we figured it out. That one was a little bit worse than the last, so that kind of sucks, but still got basically 14,000, so that should feed the chickens for a very long time, I imagine. And of course we got the corn, and that's going to feed our fish for a long time. As you can see, let's go to factory. Fish farming, we got a bunch of mineral, we got wheat. I think you actually have to have wheat, but anyway, then you have corn. Let's see, go to here, go to the cow, this one, grain. Okay, so it just says grain. It don't even say what it is. I didn't realize. There's a lot about this game I don't have a singlest clue of what I'm doing. Kind of just one of them things you just go with the flow, basically. Alright, get that one closed up. Ran out of water already. That's nice. Lovely. We did get the header that is like 15.3 meters wide. So we do cover a lot of ground. And we get to go 11.9 or 12 miles an hour. So that is also another fantastic thing. Oh, missing some. Don't have to get all of it, but it would be nice if we got most of it. Okay, so as you can see right there where it says, oh, you don't have access to this land, I think that is why the worker doesn't work, is because I made this field literally as big as I can, and then normally I'll go around the outside and I'll paint it like grass or whatever, so that it's smaller. But then a worker can do all this. So the reason that's why I think it's not working. But sooner or later we'll buy this field to the right of us, and then this field will just be absolutely massive. And then, you know, it'll be my corn or whatever plant I need, you know. But we'll save everything we can, because sorghum or wheat will be for chickens apparently, and then sooner or later we're going to start to get pigs. And then just feeding them, you know, whatever we can. And then the corn's going to go for the fish, and then probably the pigs as well. And then oats will be for horses. And so, you know, it's just taking some time. We're year 11. If I could restart and do it all over again, I would. But I've put, I think I'm up to like 40 hours on this flipping map already, and I just don't think I'm going to restart. But as of right now, I think that's what I would do, is if I did restart, I would just, you know, kind of grind away. I would basically do the same thing over again. So I'd buy my trees, but I think I would just get a chipper and just chip everything humanly possible. And then that would be your money, and then you would get money faster. Right now, the grass is working out, but another big problem is that I have so many leases right now that it's almost insane to even talk about. I think we're up to like $18,000 a day, and there's no way we're making $18,000 a day or month technically. That's full, so we'll get this out. What we'll do is we'll swap over to this truck. Come on. But yeah, this circle right here, what is this circle? Is that like hail damage or what? What is this circle? And why is it destroyed? Like even my grass, my fields, all of it. It destroys everything. What is it? If you know, let me know. Dum bum 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 bum. But yeah, like I was saying, I think because the field goes over the boundary, the workers are like, oh, well, I can't work because it goes out of your boundary. That's the only thing I can think of. But, well, you know, who knows? Maybe it's just they're being pansy asses. Who knows? Alright, so we'll get back over here. Since we're waiting, we're just no spare capacity. Okay, we did have some milk, 940. I'll just take this, put this over here. Yeah, I got so much wool, it's not even funny. I may just have to start selling wool by itself, being brutally honest here. We got eggs for days. I mean, we just got so much stuff, you know. So we're gonna have to make a trip to the office, the shop. Since that's draining here, what we'll do is we'll just grab these and just move them out of the way. I mean, this is basically 1 month, and it's full. So, oh, okay, beautiful. So that's 4% full at 42,000 liters. Them chickens are never going to be hungry again. I think if I fill it up all the way, I think they last like 2 months. They're hungry little bastards, I'll grant you that much. And then next month will be corn harvesting. We'll just see if I can just grab those right quick. Beautiful. Come back over. Absolutely gorgeous. Can't believe I'm out of water. I normally have a whole case of water next to me, but apparently I need to bring another case in, and I forgot. Yeah, we were doing about 10 point... Oh, now we're up to 11. Oh, no. 10.7, 10.8, 11. I mean, it's not very good. Then again, I haven't been fertilizing as much as I should. All that other fun stuff that I should be doing, but I'm not doing. If anybody's curious about where the leaderboard is, GMS leaderboard, decided to take this month off. You know, I just wasn't into it this season. Just didn't want to start, so I just didn't. So we could maybe try next season. We'll see what happens. Hopefully the playtest will be out soon, so we'll have some of that to go on the channel. We will see, hopefully. And but really until then, I mean, we'll see what happens. I did become part of the veteran miner thing on GMS on Discord, so there is some play testing and stuff that I can do. Some awesome things coming out of there. Of course, I can't talk about any of them, so I don't know why I brought them up. But all I can say is that a DLC that's coming out looks amazingly awesome. So I haven't played any of it or anything, but haven't had time. But yeah, it definitely looks absolutely awesome. As I got full and didn't even notice, so I just ran over most of my crop. That's nice. Whoops. There should be like an alarm or something. But yeah, it's going to be pretty awesome. So we'll see if whenever that comes out. But there is a DLC coming out. I just can't talk about it. I didn't sign anything or anything. It just said don't say anything. So I'm not going to sign anything. But there is a DLC coming out. I don't know if it's just for PC or if it's for everything. I don't know about that either, but we'll see. Got some fertilizer. I think that's lime. Is that lime? That is indeed lime. We've got a few more swipes yet to go. If I wanted to make this easier, really all I would have to do is just make the economy easy. I don't remember what the economy is on. I think it's on normal. It might be on hard. Either way, it is not the easiest. So, and I like it that way, right? I like a challenge. So that is a good problem to have. But if I wanted to cheat and whatnot, all I would do is just drop it to easy right quick, make a crap ton of money, and then buy everything. But we're kind of, I don't know if farmers own everything or if they actually lease it, but I imagine there's some farmers out there that has leased equipment. So that's kind of what we're doing. And that's just what we got to do. But yeah, everything I own, I think, except the wide grass picker upper trailer is leased, I think. I mean, like, I seriously think so. Here, let's see. If I go to this, we'll save. Okay. Yeah, leasing. 20,000 for this thing. Yeah. So the only thing I actually own is this trailer, which was only like $2,000. So it's a little ridiculous. Little insane. So we're spending a lot of money. But I need everything I got, right? So it's kind of like, what do you do? Oh, and I guess I own the vegetables and stuff like that, so. I mean, I do own quite a bit of stuff, but at the same time, I don't, so. Let's see what I can do here. So we're at 70%. Let's just get that cut up a little bit. And what we'll do is we'll just come like so. I can't pick any of that up. So, maybe I can. Oh well. I don't think 4 flowers is going to kill me. But we'll try to get full over here so that we can get that all squared away. I just can't believe it's already Sunday. So it's Sunday at 2:50, so the clock underneath the clock up there is my actual time. So it's 2:49:41 seconds. And it just, the weekends just fly by like nobody's business. And, I got off fairly early on Friday. It was, I think I got off at like 2:15 or something. So only got 11 and some change hours. But, I ended the week at 62 and a quarter hours. And last week I ended the week at 59 and a half, I think it was. So already over 100 hours. And I just started. So they're definitely not afraid to pay you the money. And they'll pay you as long as you can, if you got trips and logs to haul, they'll pay you. It's just, how much do you actually want to do? How did I make $1,000? Interesting. Anyway, that was weird. But so far, like I said, liking the job. It's a fun job, really. It's, getting up early sucks, but the way I look at it is that it gets daylight around 6, 7 o'clock, and if you go to work at 3, that's already 3 hours of the day gone. And you don't even realize it. Then you get about 2, maybe, depending on where you go. Like normally we've been getting 2 trips, and you go home. And plus we've been shutting down at 1 because of fire danger and everything else. So 2 trips, you go home, you don't think about life. You go home, pretty much it's, you go home, shit, shower, shave, and then you go do whatever you want and go to bed. I try to go to bed about 7 o'clock, wake up, anywhere from 1:30 to 2. Well, about 1:30 to, I think the latest I woke up was like 2:45. But, yeah, then you turn around and go right back to work. Do the same thing. Sometimes you go to a different job. Sometimes you go to the same job. And, come home, shit, shower, shave, eat dinner, go to bed, turn around, go back to work, and then Friday comes around, and what I've been trying to do, which has been kind of a pain, is I've been trying to wake up early on Saturday and Sunday too, and the reason I do that is to simply keep on a half-assed schedule so that I can still go to bed early, but I don't sleep in, so I can go to bed early. But of course Sundays are always the hardest, because your body, I swear it's easier to get used to going to bed later and waking up later than waking up early. So Sundays I normally don't sleep very well, And then I finally, well, I sleep fine, but it's like I don't get long enough sleep, so I'm tired when I wake up. And then, Monday night, I normally come home and just crash. It's just like, yep, going to bed. The wife yells, "Oh, you gonna cuddle me?" And I'm like, "You do whatever the hell you want. I'm going to bed." And then it just goes on from there. So, but yeah, it's a fun job. If you've been around the channel for a while, I used to run dump truck in the woods all day, and it was fun. And then it wasn't. It wasn't as fun. And the reason it wasn't fun is just because you're in the woods all the time, and you can't go anywhere. Like, you are just stuck in the woods. If you wanted to go on to the store, you can't, and stuff like that. So as soon as you got in that dump truck, you were like stuck in that dump truck until, end of the day. And so that was hard. But here at my current employer, log trucking, you get a load, you can go to the store, do whatever you want, long as you get your trips done. They don't care, and it's fantastic. So, and plus, you get some runs that can stretch your legs, and just hit the cruise button and just haul ass wherever the hell you're going, and that's just this great time. So, oh, hello, hitting things. Wife's apparently coming home. Got to tell her I'm recording, so. And there you go. Tell her so she's not going to be rambunctious when she comes home. But, like I was saying, it's not that bad. It's, you just get used to waking up early and stuff like that. We've seen some pretty cool stuff so far. I've seen like 4 points, and there's a blacktail. If anybody's from the East Coast and stuff like that, we run blacktail out here. Seen a bobcat. That's pretty cool. There's a big bobcat too. Haven't seen a cougar yet, and haven't seen a bear yet, but them times are coming apparently. But seen elk too. Saw a massive spike last Wednesday. So that was pretty cool. But it just is what it is. You just get used to waking up early and being like, why the hell am I doing this to myself? And then you get the paycheck, and it's like, okay, when do you want me to come in tomorrow? You know what I mean? So, now that I got my own truck, I got like a $8 an hour raise. So, it was, training wages, they're not the greatest, but they don't want to pay you if you're not going to make it. So, we try to make it as quick as possible. Of course, I was more careful. I wanted to be as trained as humanly possible and stuff. But then, of course, I got trained up. Still, like 95% of trucking is you got to learn by yourself. Like, that is just the way you got to do it. But anyway, it's going to get loud. So you know what I'm going to do is so the wife's home and they brought people. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut this short. I'm going to wrap this up. And then I'll yell at you at a later video. So thank you much for liking, commenting, and subscribing. I'll catch you on the next one. And you all, take care.